All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Woo, I made me some good coffee today. Very good. All right, let's get right into it. I haven't made a video in a while. The last video I made, the sound didn't come out, so you guys couldn't hear what I was saying. But that was a great video because I made some money on it. All right, first of all, I'm not no financial advisor. If you invest money into the stock market, that's your own decision, okay? Don't base your trades or anything off of what I'm doing. It's up to you what you want to do, because if you lose money, that's strictly your fault. You cannot blame no one else because you're a grown adult, okay? Cannot blame someone else that you lose money because you think like, oh, well, since this person's doing it, excuse me, guys, since this person's doing it, I think I'm going to win. Like, I lose sometime. A lot of people lose, okay? But we're here to learn. The stock market always does not always go the way you think it's going to go. And even with the crypto market, okay? All right, let me get right into it. So these are the ones I'm looking at right here. I need to move this out the way, okay? I added this to my list earlier this morning because it started running up. I don't think this is one of the ones. Yeah, I did, and I sold at so 5 shares at $2 and some change, right? And now it's down. So I'm looking at it again. I don't know what it's going to do, but it did try to push up pre-market earlier, all the way up here at 8 o'clock. It pushed up here to 43. Now it's back down. It's very possible that it could try to go back up here and hit this again. If it does, then I can see it passing. If it hits 39 and 43 again, or 43 again, I can see it going past it, but right now it's down. So I don't know what it's going to do. Let me see. The 52-week high is only $1.50. So can they make it to $1.50? I don't know. It's possible that it could go to 50 cents. It's just my thought. Okay, just depends. Okay, the volume's at 46 million. Next one. I just grabbed this. I'm not in. Was I in this at one time? Nope, that's not the one. So I grabbed this. I just want to keep an eye on it because I think this was one of the ones that were down. Yeah, this way down. So I just want to keep an eye on it. It's very possible that this at some point could run up and try to get all the way up to like 80, possibly 90. If it gets to 90, I can see it trying to push $1. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to do that, but the volume's up, what, 5 million? 5 million and a half. So just keep an eye on it because it's possible that it could run up to 80. See, it already hit 80. It just needs to get past that right there. Right there. If it can run back up, there may be a big buy-in order. Like as soon as the market open up, it may just run up here and touch that again, touch that 80 again, and then go past like 85 or something. But I can kind of see it. If it does that, I can kind of see it going to 90. And if it hits 90, a lot of people's going to be looking at it, and then it's going to try to push $1. And then if I were to get in it, I'm definitely going to get out before it gets to $1, okay? Because I think that's the turnaround point. Next one, BURU, okay? I was in this. I made some money on this at one time. Let's see. Yeah, and I sold. No, I got a bunch of buys, but I made some money at this at one time, and I sold it and took the profit. I jumped back in. And let's see. My average right now is at 29, and it's already pulling down. But I want to keep an eye on it. I want to see what it does. Next, ASBP. This is one I just grabbed because this is like, see, the volume is very low. And the price is low. Like it's way down. And I think at some point it may start to turn around. What's this? February 2025, and it just dropped off the end. Okay, but at some point I think this probably, if the volume start coming in or they get some good news or good catalyst, it's going to turn around. Like I can see it turn around. I don't know when, but at some point it would turn around. But if it start heading back down below the 30, I think it's gonna slide all the way down to like 25, 26. Okay. Next one, LPTX. I just added this to my list. I'm not in it, but The volume is only 1 million, but keep an eye on it because if it push 70, it can probably push 80 cents. Okay. Next one. I just added this to my list. I'm not in it. The volume is very, very, very low. When you see volumes like this and you try to buy and trade, it could be hard to find a buyer, and it could be hard to find it could be when you try to sell your stock after you get in, it could be very hard to try to sell it. That's what I'm trying to say. And for someone to buy it, okay? Because if you sell it, of course, there's going to most likely be a buyer. A lot of times it's a seller and a buyer. But if you sell it back to the market at these lows, it may be very hard, okay? And if it start running down, you want to get out, you may not be able to get out. But keep an eye on this because it's at 60. It's possible that it could run back up here to 70, okay? And that's it. That's it, guys. That's all I have for you. Keep an eye on the crypto market. Bitcoin's up. The ones I'm watching, there's a meme coin, Peggy Penguin. I'm always watching that. I'm watching, of course, XRP, and people wonder why XRP is not all the way up like it should be. Because, you know why? This is just my thought. Because Ripple releases like 1 billion XRP every month, and then they flood the market or they do whatever they want to do with it, and then the remainder they lock it back up into their escrow, and then they keep redoing it. They keep repeating the cycle every month over and over and over and over. Okay, and the ones that they don't lock up, they can be holding on to it until, like, I think it's used to adjust the price. Honestly, it's just my opinion, because if it wasn't, XRP would be a lot higher. Okay, and you have to know, like, how long is this going to go on? Everything else is running up. XRP should have been already about like $10-$20, and you should know that if they are able to release 1 billion coins, and it's not saying all billions going to go into the market, they do whatever they want to do. They lock some back up, they give some to whatever, they help fund whatever, and then they use some to kind of throw into the market to keep the price at bay. This is just my opinion, okay? I could be wrong or I could be right. But they can do this for the next, I don't know, next 10, 20 years, okay? They got a supply. You go look it up, see how many coins they have left that they're holding that they can unlock and lock back into escrow, okay? And just because they unlock them all, the billion, it doesn't mean all billion, they're going to keep all billion unlocked. They may take a half of it after they unlock, take half of it and put it back into escrow or lock it back up. And they just keep repeating the cycle. But keep an eye on XRP. Of course, Bitcoin is up. I'm not in Bitcoin. Peggy Penguin and Bunk. And keep an eye on Bunk, okay? Because I made some money on Bunk last year. All right, guys, I have to go. Take care. Peace.